get into doing like way too much, because it can really get overwhelming, especially if you have a lot going on in your life. I wanted to talk to you today, maybe even inspire you today to start your own YouTube channel. Hello, welcome back to the Ida Experience. My name is Ida, and today I just want to talk to you about hopefully inspiring you to start your own YouTube channel. Because maybe you're thinking about it. I know I thought about it for a while, and now here I am. Now my husband and I started a YouTube channel last year. And so we are still kind of new at this, but we have learned a lot along the way. Personally, I have learned a lot because usually I'm the one that runs majority of, of everything that has to do on the platform itself. Before you even start a YouTube channel, my advice for you is to do your own research to figure out a concept of what you want to do. So in the concept, you want to make sure that you pick a niche. And everybody's talking about pick a niche, pick a niche. It took me a while to actually come to this because I work a very stressful job. So I wanted something that was not as stressful. I am a full-time mom, I'm a full-time wife, I also have a full-time job. So I didn't want to have to do all that stuff and then have this channel and be extra stressed out trying to figure out what to do. So I wanted to make it a little bit more fun and relaxing for myself. So that's why we had picked lifestyle vlog, because then it was vlogging our life. It seems a little bit more natural. But I always say if you have like a trade or something that you know how to do, just pick a niche, be very specific, and just go for it. Whenever you pick your niche, your next step is to figure out who your target is gonna be. For instance, for me, I am in an interracial marriage. So my target audience will be people that love to travel, people that are family oriented, people that are working moms, and wives as well. So it's a little bit broader, but it's still specific in a way to me and my kind of channel. And then my next advice for you is for you to research out there and see what other people in your niche are doing. So I know for me, I looked a lot, I looked at interracial families. I looked at just families in general to see, what kind of vlogs they're doing, what was trending, what was not. And that kind of gives you an idea of what to do. Now, one thing I'm gonna say, try not to copy them, because sometimes if you do that, it just doesn't look right. And also the algorithm kind of like will catch on and people will catch on to it. For the most part, just look at people, study whatever they're doing, and also be inspired by what they're doing as opposed to being a copycat. Now, you have your concept, you're ready to start this. What do you do next? So now you have to have a YouTube account. Most people do. If you do not, they're very, very easy to set up. Set up a YouTube account, and then while you're in it, you pick your name. To me, I feel like descriptions and all that matters a lot. You want to personalize it as much as you can. So there's the banners, there's the photos. Just make sure everything looks, very inviting. These colors that represent you and your brand and whatever you're going for. And then also, whenever it comes to the description, try to be as specific as you can. I know for me, it was a little bit hard for me to do that part because it was like, ooh, I'm trying to put myself out there too much. But it was also kind of fun because I know that I'm not perfect and I'm doing the best I can, but I also want to have fun with it. So I try to lean towards, hey, you want to come hang out? Come hang out with me. Grab a coffee, tea, whatever you have. Just kind of chill, unwind, and let's just have fun and just hang out. So I just really wanted something that was more relaxing and chill type of vibe. Be as specific as you can. That way, whoever stumbles on your profile or your channel, they can actually read it and know exactly what you're standing for, in hopes that, hey, they're gonna subscribe and all that stuff. Gadgets. So gadgets are super simple. I remember before I started this, I kept thinking, oh, I need to get a fancy camera. I need to get this, need to get that. I still record on my iPhone, on my normal iPhone. So I recommend at least the basic stuff. Have your phone to record with, have a tripod, good lighting, and also having speakers as well, because good sound is very, very important. Obviously, you need your phone to record. Tripod can make your life a little bit easier. You can kind of mount it. You can stand them up, and I can put a link below of what kind of tripod that I'm using. It's super basic. I got it from Amazon. It has the ring light on it, so it's a little bit, you know, you can actually see me a little bit whenever the light in the room is not really working in my favor. Speakers, of course. I used a really simple speaker that I just kind of plugged into my phone. I'll put a picture on there so you can see, and also a link if you want to get that. And that's pretty much it. There's not a lot that goes into this, I feel like. I think before I started this, I always thought, ooh, like I have to do all this fancy things. No, you don't have to do all that stuff. Just start with the basic stuff and just kind of go for it. Now, when it comes to apps, there's a lot of apps out there. I did a ton of research and it kind of gets overwhelming. So this is what have worked for me, and I'm definitely gonna name them out. But my point is, you know, just pick one and go for it. You know, just do not try to, you know, get into doing like way too much, because it can really get overwhelming, especially if you have a lot going on in your life like I am. It's just, you want to be as simple. You want to start, you know, with less stress. So I edit with Video Leap. Video Leap is the only one I've ever used to edit. I really like it. I think it's super user friendly, and there's still a lot more I can learn, but I just stick to the basic editing and that's it. Now, with that said, my brothers back in Ghana, they do help with the final editing. So whenever I shoot a video, I do it exactly the way I want it. I send it over to them, and pretty much they'll put like the music and the branding and all that stuff. So they do good with that, but they use Final Cut to do the editing, and I use Video Leap. So those, I want to say, are two apps that I would recommend if you want to start this. Final Cut, I'm not sure how much it costs. I know Video Leap is about, at least whenever I got it, I think it was about 30 something bucks, like 38 bucks a year. So it's really not that bad. You pay one time a year and you have a lot of different things. I also like Video Leap because it's easy for you to make reels and quick videos. It's super user friendly. Also, if you look at my YouTube channel, I have the banner that was made by my brother as well. He had used Canva, so he definitely recommends Canva as well if you want to have a banner on your YouTube. I recommend a banner because I really think it makes your channel itself looks very professional. It looks really nice. So Canva is a good app to have as well. So when it comes to thumbnails, I know there's a lot of thumbnails app out there. I actually have not tried any of it because whenever I had tried, they were charging me money and I didn't want to pay any extras. I've already had Beauty Plus. I've had it for a while and I pay for that as well once a year. So I use that to usually edit my photos. And I noticed that I can make my own thumbnails with the Beauty Plus. I've been using that for like 2 years now, so I'm very proficient at it, and I use that to edit and make all my thumbnails. So I do recommend that, but if you see other thumbnail apps out there that would be more convenient, I recommend that, because even though whenever I make my thumbnails on Beauty Plus, I really have to go and, you know, arrange things and put this and put that. I don't know for sure if other thumbnails app are, you know, you put a bunch of stuff in there and it will make it for you. I'm not sure that's how it works, but this works for me, and I like to have that control of placing this here and placing this here. So it just works fine for me. Now, another app that I would recommend is vidIQ. vidIQ is one that I did a lot of research on. I wasn't sure if I should get it or not, but I figured I'll try it. I do not pay for it, so I do have the most simplest version of it, but it's been very helpful because whenever I go on it, it tells me, you know, especially when it comes to using your hashtags and your titles, it helps you with the algorithm version of your video. So I definitely recommend that. It kind of rates each video based on your title, the hashtags and all that stuff, and it'll tell you like how many hashtags you use and your title should have this. So it kind of like guides you. I do like that because it makes me feel a little bit, I guess, confident whenever I put a video out to make sure that, you know, it at least makes it in the algorithm as opposed to just being left behind. So I have not gotten the paid version, so I do not know if it's gonna be beneficial to me or not. But as of right now, the free version has been very great for me, and I utilize it on all my videos. Now, I've had my channel for about a year and a half now. One thing that I want to say that I've learned from it was that you have to always be consistent. At one point, whenever my husband and I were doing this in the very beginning, everything was going great, and we took a break. That way we can bank on some videos and then we kind of post them and be more consistent. But that little break really hurt us. So, and it was very hard to come back from. So my advice will be, if you start with your concept and you know exactly what you want, be very specific when it comes to how often you want to post. Now, when I was doing my research, there actually isn't any specific number of times you should post. There's a ton of videos that get released every single day on YouTube. So when I started, I felt this pressure to post like twice a week and stuff like that. But really, according to research, it doesn't really matter. And this is research like with YouTube. Now, I didn't do the research. I don't know how true it really is, but for my own lesson, I do know that consistency is key. So right now, for instance, we had gone from posting every other week to every week, and that's because I'm doing this channel on my own right now, and I think I can keep up with the once a week uploads. And also, one thing I'll tell you is, if and when you actually get more viewers and like more interactions from subscribers and other people, it's always nice to know that you're consistent. You can keep it up. You have to be able to keep it up. If you're consistent for a little bit and then you stop, and it's just not good. So if you're thinking about starting your own channel, it's a little bit of work on the side, but it's really, really rewarding. I really love doing this, and I hope I have inspired you enough to go out there and start your own channel. And if you love this content, please go ahead and subscribe, like, and share, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.